that solve which you just saw was using the Look Oll and Pll method. So Look is an easier version of the CFOP method that is made for beginners who are going to learn CFOP. So I'm going to teach you how to solve OLL with a book, because once you get started with OLL, it just becomes so fluent that you don't actually remember the algorithms and it simply fires out of your hand. So let's get started. We'll get started with the case that I have right here. This one is called T because of random thing. You can recognize this case by looking at this yellow over here, and it has yellow over here and this block. So this algorithm is L. So you turn the cube down, L, U, R prime, U prime, L prime, U, R, U prime. Now we get OLL done. This case is called L, and it has yellow over here and over here, and it has this bow tie shape on the top. So the algorithm for this one is, again, you turn the cube to the bottom, R prime, U, R, D prime, R prime, U prime, R, D. That gives you OLL. This one is called pi, and how you can recognize this case is, you have the two yellow over here and two yellow facing the same way, and these two are opposite, and you have the cross in the top type of thing. So this algorithm is R, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R, and there you have it. This next one is called H, where these two yellow point the same way and the other two point the other way, the same direction. This one is quite an easy algorithm to memorize, and it goes like this. So you do an F, then you do R, U, R prime, U prime, and repeat that 3 times. And then undo that F move. There you have it. This one is called Soon, and it's a really easy algorithm. So you have this fish type of thing over here, and you have one yellow over here. So you just hold it where this part is on the top left, on the bottom left, and this one is over here. And you do this algorithm, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, and there it is. And this one is called anti-tune. It's basically the same algorithm as before, but doing everything with your left hand. So it goes like this: L prime, U prime, L, U, L prime, U2, L. This last algorithm is a bit harder to memorize, and because there's like no clear pattern of what's going on, so it's like this. So the two yellow face the same way, and you have this big block at the back here. So the algorithm is R2, D, R prime, U2, R, D prime, R prime, U2, R prime, and there you have it. So for PLL, we have to first do a few setup moves so that you can get to the proper state of doing the final algorithm to complete your cube. So let's get started. So in this case, if you see carefully, I have these two corners already matched up, and these two, if you see properly, have to swap. This one is called an adjacent corner swap, and it goes like this: R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, and that's it. This next one is quite similar to the previous one, And if you see carefully, these two corners have to swap. So this algorithm is kind of hard to memorize, but you can see what's going on. So it begins like this: F R U prime R prime U prime R U R prime F prime R U R prime U prime R prime F R F prime. So that was kind of long, but I hope you could see what was going on. This algorithm is called U, and there are two variants of U. So, and this one is this is one of the easier ones. So let's begin. It goes like this: R U prime, putting this pair over there. Then R U R U. Now you just put everything back in. R U prime R prime U prime R2, and that's it. You've solved the cube. This is the second variant of U, and it's kind of difficult, but it's basically the same thing as the previous one. So it goes like this: L prime U, putting this block at the back. L prime U prime L prime U prime. Then L prime again, U L U L2, and that's it. You solved the cube. This one is called H perm. It's quite easy. If you see, this piece has to go here, and basically these two have to swap and these two have to swap. It's a really easy algorithm and quite popular as well. And it goes like this: M2 U2 M2 U prime M2 U2 M2 U, and that's it. This one is kind of similar to the H perm, but these two have to swap and these two have to swap, unlike the H perm where these four have to swap. So the algorithm is kind of long, but it goes like this: M U prime M2 U prime M2 U prime M U2 M2, and then you just do the AF. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned, and see you next time.